Welcome back to ABCGH Spoilers channel. Today, we dive into an explosive week in Port Charles, where secrets will be exposed, alliances will be tested, and high-stakes drama unfolds. From Harrison Chase making a confession that could change lives to Jocelyn Jacks facing intense scrutiny over her relentless pursuit of justice, there's no shortage of suspense ahead. Meanwhile, unexpected friendships bloom, shocking plans backfire, and long-held suspicions threaten to unravel the lives of your favorite characters. Buckle up, this week's developments on General Hospital will leave you breathless. Harrison Chase's confession, will the truth set him free or destroy everything? Detective Harrison Chase is known for his integrity, but this week, he finds himself tangled in a moral dilemma that forces him to question everything he stands for. Fans can expect Chase to wrestle with a confession that has the potential to upend lives, not just his, but also those of the people he cares about. At the heart of this brewing storm lies a case that has haunted Chase for weeks. If he shares crucial intel with Dante Falconeri, he might be putting someone in grave danger. However, if he stays silent, justice may never be served. The burden of secrecy is weighing him down, and the pressure to do the right thing is greater than ever. Could this confession involve Brooklyn Quartermaine? She has always been Chase's Achilles heel, and if he's been protecting her from the consequences of a risky decision, his admission could shatter their relationship. Alternatively, could he be hiding knowledge about the true circumstances of Dex Heller's death? If so, revealing what he knows could make him an instant target. As Chase stands at this crucial crossroads, the choices he makes will determine his future in the Port Charles Police Department and possibly even his personal safety. One thing is certain, this confession won't be without consequences. Isaiah Gannon and Christina Corinthos Davis, a friendship or something more? Newcomer Isaiah Gannon has been steadily making his presence felt in Port Charles, and next week, his connection with Christina Corinthos Davis deepens. But is their growing bond purely friendship, or is there a spark of something more? Christina has had her fair share of heartbreak and struggles, but Isaiah seems to provide a grounding influence that she never realized she needed. With her involvement in Sonny Corinthos' world, she's always been drawn to those with a certain edge. However, Isaiah's calm and steady nature offers her a different kind of stability. Could Isaiah be the person to help Christina finally step out of her father's shadow and forge her own path? Or is there an underlying motive behind his sudden closeness? After all, Isaiah is still a mystery to most of Port Charles. Is he hiding something from Christina? If Sonny gets wind of this growing connection, will he approve or will he see Isaiah as a potential threat? As their bond strengthens, Christina may have to make a choice, stay loyal to her family's expectations or follow her own instincts towards something new and unfamiliar. Alexis Davis turns to Tracy Quartermaine, a strategic move or a desperate gamble? It's not every day that Alexis Davis seeks help, but this week, she makes a surprising move by turning to the one and only Tracy Quartermaine. But why? Alexis is fiercely independent, and for her to approach Tracy, the situation must be dire. Could it involve her legal career, which has been on a roller coaster since her disbarment? Or is this about a family matter, perhaps something involving Christina, Molly, or Sam? Tracy is not the type to lend a helping hand without expecting something in return. If Alexis is enlisting her assistance, she better be prepared for a deal that might not be in her favor. However, Alexis is no stranger to power plays. If she's reaching out to Tracy, she must have a strategy in mind. Could they be forming an unlikely alliance against a common enemy? Whatever the case, expect fireworks when these two powerhouse women go head-to-head. Ava Jerome's dangerous miscalculation, will she pay the price? Ava Jerome has always been one step ahead, but next week, her latest plan goes terribly wrong. What was supposed to be a carefully calculated move turns into a dangerous mistake that could put her in serious jeopardy. As Jen Sidwell continues to loom over the Port Charles underworld, Ava has been trying to outmaneuver him. But this week, her strategy backfires, leaving her vulnerable to retaliation. By the end of the week, Ava receives an unexpected offer. But is this a lifeline or a trap? Could this proposal be coming from Mason Gatlin, who has his own reasons for wanting Ava in his debt? Or is Cyrus Renault pulling the strings behind the scenes, ready to exploit Ava's mistake for his own gain? Ava will have to tread carefully. One wrong move could cost her more than just her reputation. Jocelyn Jacks faces the consequences, a dangerous obsession? Jocelyn Jacks has been relentless in her pursuit of the truth about Dex Heller's death, and now she might finally have to answer for her actions. Her determination has already led to direct confrontations with Cyrus Renault, but this week, she's in even deeper trouble. After being caught snooping in Cyrus' room and making a critical mistake, Jocelyn is forced to explain herself. A GH preview clip suggests she apologizes to someone, but who? Could it be Carly Spencer, who warned her to back off? Or is she apologizing to Trina Robinson, who might have gotten caught in the crossfire of Jocelyn's risky mission? Worse, what if the apology is to Sonny Corinthos, after realizing she's put the entire family in danger? Jocelyn's reckless behavior could have dire consequences, and with Cyrus already suspicious, she might be running out of time before she finds herself in serious trouble. Carly Spencer and Nina Reeves, an unholy alliance against Drew Kane? The most shocking twist of the week comes in the form of an unexpected truce between longtime rivals Carly Spencer and Nina Reeves. Fans never expected these two to join forces, but desperate times call for desperate measures. Their shared goal? To stop Drew Kane. But why? Has Drew become a liability in some way? Could he be planning a move that threatens Willow Tate Corinthos and the children? And if so, just how far will Carly and Nina go to neutralize him? If whispers about eliminating Drew permanently hold any truth, then Port Charles could be on the verge of a shocking betrayal, one that no one saw coming. Final thoughts, a week you can't afford to miss. With high-stakes confessions, shocking alliances, and dangerous moves being made, next week on General Hospital is shaping up to be one of the most intense yet. What storyline are you most excited about? Will Jocelyn escape danger, or will she pay the price for her risky investigation? Will Chase's confession ruin his career, or will it bring him closer to the truth? And what secret is Drew hiding that has Carly and Nina uniting against him? Next, we're diving into a chilling and suspense-filled week ahead, where an unexpected victim falls prey to a ruthless plot. From deadly threats lurking in the shadows to shocking medical emergencies, the drama in Port Charles is about to reach an all-time high. Let's unravel the mystery behind what's about to unfold. Lucas Jones confronts his past as Brad Cooper fights for his life. Lucas Jones has moved on from his tumultuous relationship with Brad Cooper, but sometimes, tragedy has a way of forcing unresolved feelings back to the surface. When Lucas receives the devastating news that Brad has been rushed into surgery, he is hit with an overwhelming wave of emotions. Despite everything they've been through, including betrayals, heartbreak, and scandal, Brad has always been a significant part of Lucas's life. But now, with Brad fighting for survival, Lucas begins to question his true feelings. Does he still care for Brad more than he's willing to admit? Could this near-fatal incident push him to reconsider his stance on their relationship? As the hours pass and Brad remains in critical condition, Lucas is left to grapple with a decision that could change everything. If Brad survives, will Lucas give their relationship another chance? Or is this just a fleeting moment of nostalgia, intensified by the fear of loss? One thing is certain: Lucas is about to be forced into a confrontation with his own heart. A race against time. Can Brad Cooper survive Cyrus Renault's deadly game? Though Brad miraculously survives the brutal attack orchestrated by Cyrus Renault, the nightmare is far from over. In true villainous fashion, Cyrus refuses to accept defeat. Knowing that Brad's survival could jeopardize his plans, Cyrus makes an even bolder move, he sneaks into General Hospital to finish what he started. Using his many connections and resources, Cyrus effortlessly slips past security, blending into the hospital's shadows like a phantom of death. With Brad lying helpless and unconscious, Cyrus considers his next move. Would he simply smother him with a pillow, ensuring no trace of foul play? Or would he take a more insidious approach, injecting a lethal substance into Brad's fore, making it look like a natural complication? However, fate intervenes. Dr. Isaiah Gannon, unaware of the true threat looming in the hospital room, may inadvertently play right into Cyrus's hands. Having previously saved Michael Corinthos by injecting the antidote for Digitalis poisoning, Isaiah might assume Brad is suffering from a similar condition. But what if this time, that antidote proves fatal instead? As tensions rise, Brad's life hangs by a thread. Will Isaiah realize the mistake before it's too late? Or will Cyrus finally claim another victim in his twisted pursuit of power? A brutal attack sends shockwaves through Port Charles. The streets of Port Charles are no stranger to danger, but this week, a shocking act of violence rattles the community. Brad Cooper, who was last seen confronting Cyrus Renault outside General Hospital, suddenly falls victim to a calculated and brutal attack. Cyrus, known for his strategic and merciless approach, ensures that the assault is masked as a random act of violence. He meticulously orchestrates the attack in a way that will divert suspicion away from him. Was it a hate crime? A robbery gone wrong? Or simply a tragic coincidence? The public may never know the truth, but one thing is certain: this was no accident. Moments after the attack, Brad is found unconscious, barely clinging to life. When emergency responders rush him to the hospital, it becomes clear that the injuries are far more severe than anyone expected. With life-threatening wounds and internal damage, Brad is rushed into immediate surgery, where his fate remains uncertain. But what happens next? Will the hospital staff piece together the puzzle and realize Cyrus was behind this all along? Or will the crime remain unsolved, leaving Brad vulnerable to further attacks? Brad Cooper's confrontation with Cyrus Renault, a deadly mistake? It all started with a confrontation, a moment where Brad Cooper underestimated the depths of Cyrus Renault's ruthlessness. Earlier in the week, Brad took it upon himself to stand up to Cyrus, confronting him outside General Hospital and ordering him to leave the premises. With Dr. Portia Robinson having banned Cyrus from entering the hospital, Brad saw himself as the enforcer of that decision. But was he too bold? Brad, never one to back down from a fight, publicly humiliated Cyrus, threatening to have security escort him out if he refused to leave. In that moment, Brad became a target. Cyrus is a man who thrives on control. He doesn't forgive, and he certainly doesn't forget. Having been defied in front of others, his rage simmered beneath the surface. But rather than reacting immediately, Cyrus played the long game, carefully plotting his revenge. The consequences of Brad's bravery would soon become painfully clear. Did he seal his fate by standing up to a dangerous enemy? A chilling future awaits. Who will be the next target? With Cyrus Renault back in action, it's clear that Port Charles is once again on the brink of chaos and destruction. He has proven that he's willing to go to extreme lengths to eliminate those who stand in his way. But who will be next? Brad's attack has already set off a chain reaction of fear and suspicion. Those closest to him *** Lucas Jones, Dr. Portia Robinson, and even Sonny Corinthos *** may begin to connect the dots, realizing that this was not an isolated incident. As General Hospital staff and law enforcement scramble for answers, Cyrus remains in the shadows, waiting for his next move. Will someone finally put a stop to his reign of terror? Or will he continue to operate unchecked, striking down his enemies one by one? Only time will tell, but one thing is for sure: no one in Port Charles is safe. What do you think? Will Brad Cooper survive Cyrus Renault's wrath? With the stakes higher than ever, what will happen next? Will Brad recover from his injuries, or will he fall victim to Cyrus's next lethal move? Could Lucas Jones step up and fight for Brad, realizing just how much he still loves him? And most importantly, will Cyrus finally be exposed for the ruthless villain that he is? Next, we have exciting news and major casting updates from the world of General Hospital. A familiar character has a brand new face, and fans are eager to weigh in on the change. With actor Chris McKenna stepping into the role of Jack Brennan, replacing Charles Measure, there's plenty to discuss. How will McKenna make the role his own? And what do his co-stars think about the transition? Let's dive into all the details. Chris McKenna joins General Hospital, a new era for Jack Brennan begins. Soap opera veteran Chris McKenna is no stranger to the world of daytime drama, but his latest role as Jack Brennan on General Hospital marks a significant shift in his career. While McKenna has played various characters over the years, his portrayal of Jack brings a new level of intrigue and intensity to the show. McKenna himself has spoken about this opportunity with enthusiasm, acknowledging that while he's played many tough, action-packed roles in the past, stepping into Jack Brennan's shoes presents a unique challenge. In an interview with TV Line, he reflected on how his past experience differs from this new portrayal. "This is the type of character that I've been playing a lot the past decade, but a new version. I don't usually play the guy in the suit. I'm in a tank top in the jungle, that kind of CIA agent. So, this is a fun little twist on it, the more Bondian guy, if you will." With Brennan being an enigmatic and sometimes morally ambiguous character, McKenna's portrayal could take the role in unexpected directions. Will he maintain the same energy and edge that Measure brought to the role, or will he redefine Brennan in a completely new light? Laura Wright welcomes McKenna while honoring Measure's legacy. One of the most respected voices on General Hospital, Laura Wright, Carly Corinthos, was quick to share her thoughts on the casting change. She took to social media to welcome Chris McKenna while also making sure that Charles Measure received the recognition he deserved for his time on the show. In a heartfelt post on X, formerly Twitter, Wright expressed her appreciation for both actors, writing, "Big love to Charles. And a big welcome to Chris McKenna. And a big hug to all the fans. We love you so much and we are so grateful for you all." Fans immediately reacted, with many expressing sadness over Measure's departure. Wright was quick to reassure them, responding to one fan's comment by emphasizing how much the cast cherished Measure's time on the show. "Oh, we were all sad to see Charles go, we all adored him. And we wish him so much love. We are so grateful and excited that Chris is part of the GH family." Wright's words highlight not only the close-knit nature of the General Hospital cast but also how important it is for actors to feel embraced when stepping into an established role. A long-standing connection, McKenna and Wright's soap opera roots. While Chris McKenna may be new to General Hospital, he's certainly not new to the world of soaps or to Laura Wright. Fans might be surprised to learn that these two actors have actually known each other for decades, tracing their careers back to the 1990s when they both starred in New York-based soap operas. Around the same time that Wright was playing Ally on Loving, McKenna was making a name for himself as Joey Buchanan on One Life to Live. Their paths may not have crossed directly back then, but it's clear that their shared history brings an added layer of familiarity and chemistry to their interactions today. Wright has been open about her admiration for McKenna, sharing her excitement about working alongside him once again. She was even quoted saying, "He's a keeper. I'm just super grateful for the opportunity to work with these amazing actors. We show up every day bringing our best for you all." Having a seasoned actor like McKenna join the cast undoubtedly strengthens the ensemble. The real question is, how will his dynamic with other characters play out on screen? Charles Measure's exit, a farewell to Jack Brennan's original face. While fans are excited to see Chris McKenna bring his own spin to Jack Brennan, there's no denying that Charles Measure's portrayal left a lasting impact. Measure first stepped into the role back in 2023, bringing a level of depth and intensity that quickly made Jack Brennan a standout character. Whether it was his mysterious aura, his morally gray decisions, or the tension he brought to key storylines, Measure's performance resonated with fans. But as with any long-running soap opera, change is inevitable. Cast departures and recasts are a natural part of the storytelling process, and while Measure will be missed, McKenna now has the opportunity to shape Jack Brennan's future in a whole new way. For some fans, the transition can be bittersweet. A familiar face disappearing from the show can be jarring at first, but over time, audiences often warm up to the change. The key will be how McKenna navigates the role and whether he brings something fresh and unexpected to Jack Brennan's journey. A new chapter for Jack Brennan, what's next? With Chris McKenna officially stepping into the role, the next big question is, what's ahead for Jack Brennan in Port Charles? Jack is not a character known for playing it safe. He's been involved in some of the most thrilling and high-stakes storylines on General Hospital, and that's unlikely to change anytime soon. Could McKenna's version of Jack lean even further into the spy thriller aesthetic he teased in his interview? Will he become more of a double-agent figure, weaving his way through the dangerous underworld of Port Charles? Another aspect to consider is his interactions with established characters. How will he handle his inevitable run-ins with Sonny Corinthos, Valentine Cassadine, or Anna Devane? Will he be an ally, or will he carve out an entirely new path as a wildcard character whose loyalties are unpredictable? No matter what happens, one thing is for sure, Jack Brennan's story is far from over. What do you think? Will Chris McKenna make Jack Brennan his own? The casting change has sparked a lot of discussion among General Hospital fans. Some are excited about McKenna's arrival, eager to see how he'll interpret the role. Others are still adjusting to Measure's departure, wondering if the new Jack Brennan will measure up to the old one. So, what do you think? Will McKenna bring something new to the role that surprises us all?